All right, Shabbat Shalom. Call hello, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elder apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. The brother Yahshua. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. Okay, that's the third time I did that because I couldn't get it right. So anyway, the water Yahweh Shemil Shab, Hashem Kakadash. I typed this in, right? Drones or UFOs, because what they're doing right now is they're replacing UFOs with the word drones. That's the pinnacle of what you see happening right now. They're getting rid of this UAP, that other thing. They want to call everything a drone now. All right? And what is this? This is bait and switch, witchcraft, bait and switchcraft. Bait and witchcraft is what it is. Okay? So I type in drones or UFOs, and here's what comes up immediately. All right? And that's very, very ambiguous. It doesn't say today or 10 years ago. You type in drones, that's ambiguous, right? And here's what comes up 30 minutes ago, 12 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 15, 6, 1 day, 2 hours. Okay? So what we're watching right now, 1 day, 3 days. Okay, so since this little drone flap in New Jersey, they are using this moment 2 days ago, right, to do what? To change this word, UFOs, into this word drone. So anything flying in the sky, that's not a helicopter, that's a drone. That's not a, right? That's not the space shuttle, that's a drone. Everything is a drone now. Okay? So that's what they're doing. 6 hours, 1 day. Why is it all within the last 2 days? When I typed this in. That's all I typed in. Drones and UFOs then go back, let's just say 10 years. Everything should be coming up in the last 10 years. Okay? Look at this. Drones, UFOs, top news, 14 hours, 2 days, 1 day. Why? Why? Because they're saturating the news with the word drone. And they're exchanging that word for UFO. Now, drones or UFOs, right? We're not even supposed to be asking that question. All drones are now, all UFOs are now drones. Okay? Drones over there. So you can see an out and out UFO with an alien in it. And they'll say, oh, I saw a drone with an alien. So that word UFO is gone. Look at this. Drones over New Jersey. Detective who witnessed unidentified flying object. What? The unidentified flying objects that you saw were drones. So they're no longer unidentified. We have identified them as drones. This is high-level witchcraft. 1 day, 1 day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why aren't there one? How come there's not one from 5 years ago? 2 years ago? 1 year ago? Where's 1 year? Where's 1 year? There it is. Ring camera, alien search underway. This has nothing to do with UFOs or drones. The word UFO is not in here. The word drone is not in here. That's why you got 1 year. Okay? Government breaks silence, strange encounter. There, UFOs. See? That's when they used to exist 7 months ago. Now they don't exist no more. They're only drones. That doesn't apply. See? UFOs a year ago. Drones today. Drones today. See that? This is the media. Okay? They want to get rid of that word UFO because UFO means the angels. Drone means, oh, we made that in the garage. Size of a car. Size of a 2-car garage. We made it. That's not an interstellar spacecraft. That's a drone. 1 day, 13 hours. Do you see this? Do you understand what this means? 3 days. This flap been going on for weeks. At the very least, they're admitting a month. Let's say 3 weeks. Why do they only go back 3 days? This is when they started. We said, we got to do something about those fucking UFOs that flap in New Jersey. We'll call them drones. This started 3 days ago. Okay? This is high-level witchcraft. What they're doing is they're calling the angels a bunch of niggers. Okay? They're not calling them angels. They're calling them niggers. They're not calling them UFOs. They're calling them drones. Okay? So everything is now a drone. Drone 1 day. Drone 3 days. Okay? Let's get a scripture. Micah 5:12. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand. It doesn't work anymore. Okay? And thou shalt have no more soothsayers. I will put an end to it all. I will put an end to all witchcraft, Salaki. And there will be no more fortune tellers. How about this? I will destroy your witchcraft and you will no longer cast spells. It doesn't work anymore. Okay? I took your left-handed power, your magic, your left-handed magic doesn't work anymore. And you shall have demons no more. The demons are the ones that were working on the left-hand side. They ain't working with you no more. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand. Okay? Now, that's what Cinema Shogun here is going to tell you. He's going to tell you, hey, long time ago, Roswell, you used to be able to, you could say what the hell you wanted. Where did Shogun go? That's lucky. Bear with me. That's not Shogun. Greater Israel. Slocky, bear with me. I lost it. Did I go here with it? I did. Let me go back. Okay, so let me go back to Shogun. There he is. And where was it? Damn. Must be one back from here.
This drone problem
let me see. So he's talking about the drones immediately. This is it. Okay, so this is 13 hours ago. Cinema Shogun breaking. Donald Trump issues statement about mysterious New Jersey what? Drones? Says shoot them down. Huge. He's qualifying that. Okay, now we're going to take it to right here and we're going to let this guy speak. Now listen to what he's saying. And I'm talking about Shogun here. This guy. He's going to explain how witchcraft, right? Oh, well, that's a weather balloon in Roswell, right? Let's explain it away. You can control the narrative, which is all witchcraft. He's going to explain that those days are gone. This is 2025. Witchcraft doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work on us. Certainly not the elect of Israel. You can't fool them.
Those of you who have been here for a while, you know what I'm talking about. We've dived into some really wild stuff. I mean, this drone story is crazy, but I think we've talked about crazier things. But throughout the course of me covering all of these crazy stories, I often find myself making the point that I'm about to make right now. And that point is, this is no longer the 1940s, the 1930s. This isn't even the 1980s, 1990s. We are in 2024, about to go into 2025. The media,
the witchcraft, the medium that you've been using to deceive,
the government, politicians, the White House,
witches.
They can't cover up things in the way that they used to. They can't control the narrative and the flow of information the way that they used to.
Witchcraft ain't working no more. Okay. You got mainstream, you got legacy, you got internet, all fighting against each other. It's coming down. The jig is up. The veil is being lifted, and all things that were done in the dark are coming to light.
Information spreads too fast these days. We are all too connected. All of us. Most of the world is walking around with a 4K camera in their pocket that can take nice photos and videos, and at the click of a button, share those photos and videos.
Notice in all of these little snippets, drones. Here's the word being used. Drones. Not UFOs, not UAPs. We're beyond that now.
With millions of people throughout the world. They're not able to control the narrative. They're not able to control these stories in the way that they used to. So the Biden administration, coming out so late, trying to pretend like, oh, there's no evidence that this is even happening.
Witchcraft. Look over here. Sleight of hand. That's not really happening. It's your imagination.
It was a huge misstep, a huge overstep. It's as if they are just, out of touch with reality, I guess you could say. To come out and try to paint that narrative after the military already weighed in, after the FBI already weighed in, and even asked the public to help them find out what these are.
For the first time ever. So, used to be able to get away with all of that. All of that used to have a dramatic effect and scare the shit out of people. People aren't scared right now. They don't know what to believe, and some of the shit that's being said is laughable at best. They're like, oh no, I don't believe that. You motherfuckers are full of shit. You're not scaring me.
After there's already congressional hearings about this, after the Department of Homeland Security is already having meetings, the Biden administration tries to come out and say that this isn't even happening.
Trying to scare people.
Like I said, this is not the 1930s. They cannot control the flow of information the way that they used to. They can't control these stories like they could during, let's say, like the Roswell incident and stuff like that, right? We've been poking holes through all of these different media narratives. And to be clear, I'll be perfectly clear here, even the media looked at the freaking Biden administration like they were batshit crazy for coming out a month and a half after this story broke and trying to say nothing's going on here, even though all other forms and levels of government have already acknowledged that this is a problem. But like I said, I don't know if they're just out of touch or what. Or do they know that this is going to get, people enraged and angry? I honestly don't get it. But I'm glad that we're seeing the response to the nonsense that John Kirby said in the White House little briefing that they had. I'm glad that we're seeing members of Congress and senators and state reps and law enforcement agencies coming out and saying, hey, we're not going to take this. You're an idiot, basically. But yeah, I don't want to say it blows my mind, but in a way it does, because this story has gone way too far for them to come out and try to control the narrative now. Like if y'all tried to get on top of this from the beginning, that would be one thing. But you just didn't say anything, and then you did a month and a half later, and it was a whole bunch of nonsense.
What is going on is they are disappearing UFOs. They're making this about war. They're making UFOs suddenly about, oh, well, this is just a drone war between Iran, China. That's just China and them trying to map us out so because we're about to go to war. This isn't about UFOs or extraterrestrials or aliens, or this has nothing to do with that. This is what they're trying to do by using the Jedi mind trick, which is nothing but witchcraft. Right? This is the Jedi mind trick. Those are not UFOs. These drones are not UFOs. These drones, okay, all you're going to see is the word drone. From now on, that's what UFO means now. It means drone. That little thing that just disappeared and now it went from 1 into 4, that is a drone.
But I guess that's what's to be expected from
who?
People these days. For now, let me know your thoughts about this though down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe.
So the jig is up, and the witchcraft don't work no more. That's what's going on. Let's read this again. I will cut witchcraft out of thy hand. Right? And you will no longer cast spells. I will destroy your witchcraft, and you will no longer cast spells. Or it doesn't work anymore, right? No. It don't work on the elect. Numbers 23 and 23. No curse can touch Jacob. No magic has any power against Israel, the elect. For now it will be said of Jacob, what wonders the Most High has done for Israel. Okay, so that shit don't work on us, right? Let's get stand now. We'll go ahead and end. Okay, it don't work no more. You ain't scaring nobody with your drones because the chariots are out there just trying to cover it up. Where'd it go? Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. What does that mean, prevail? Maybe they can make someone afraid. This is what you're trying to do, right? Here it is. You're making up stories. You want to control the narrative. Oh, no, it's the Iranian boogeyman. No, nigga, it's you. You're the one with the drones. Okay? Now use your magical charms and use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Most High is basically laughing, taunting you. Hey, why don't you use that shit that got you to where you are? See if that works. Maybe you can trick somebody, cause terror. The Roswell incident. It beamed him up. Betty and Barney Hill, they beamed him up and they operated on him, right? That's witchcraft. What are you doing? You're trying to change the narrative of the scriptures. Yeah, those UFOs with those angels in them are going to come down and torture and kill some people. Yep, that is going to happen according to the scriptures, right? And that's why you spinning yarns and making up stories to try to divert from the real truth. But guess what? It doesn't work on the elect, and that shit done been brought low. Your witchcrafts have been brought low. All right. So let's go to this on the way out. What does it mean? What are they trying to do? Cause terror. What are you trying to do? You're trying to deceive, nigga. Let's go to Matthew 24:4. And we're out. Yahushua answered, see to it that no one deceives you. That's it. That's what that witchcraft, they're trying to deceive you. Those are the chariots of Israel. Those are not drones. And they do have some drones out there. Why are the drones out there? So that they could call the UFOs drones. That's the intent of the exercise this week. We're changing the narrative. Get that word UFO out of here. We're calling everything drones. Matthew 24:4. Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's what this whole thing is about. Bait and switch. Those aren't UFOs, those are drones. Right? So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Brothers and sisters, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.